All right, we're back for day 2 of creating GPTs. Yesterday we made a YouTube title generator called Titlecraft, and then today we are going to make a YouTube description generator. For those who aren't familiar, if you pay for ChatGPT Plus, there's a function called GPT, which are customized chatbots basically. You can create your own, you can look at others. Eventually there's going to be a store. You can privately publish one or publish one with just a link. So we're building one a day for now. Today we're doing YouTube description generator. We're going to use the video, the first day video. We'll take the transcript from that and we want to turn that into a very good description for YouTube. All right, whatever. Let's get started. Please build a basic outline for a GPT that creates YouTube descriptions. Let's say writes YouTube descriptions from a transcript of a video or a description of the video. So I'm going to be using a transcript because it's easy for me. I use Describio, which is a cool tool, and you can very easily export the transcript. I'll share the link to this at the end. It should be at the bottom in the description already. But if you have transcripts, you can literally just put them into the chat and then it should say write the description. Great choice. Yes. Same as last time, I'm just going to get a little boilerplate built by this create widget, and then we'll go into the configure up here. We'll get a little bit more granular. We'll make a different, little logo for it as well. Let's see how the profile picture is. All of their logos look the same. They have the same sort of flavor, which is funny. I don't particularly like it. YouTube videos that are me making GPTs every day for different things that come up in my life. Description wizard. So we'll rewrite a name, we'll rewrite this, we'll make a new logo, and then we'll change the entire configuration. But while I do that, I'm going to show you in Descript. This is the video from last time. If you use Descript and you want to get a transcript, go there. I'm going to make it a text file. I don't want to include any ignored text. I don't need speaker labels. Markers are cool. You can also copy to clipboard, which is sweet. But for now, we have day 1. Should be in the downloads folder. Boom. So let's just test it. You can actually test in the preview. Write a description for the attached script. I wonder, transcript, script, potato, potato. One of the coolest updates to ChatGPT Plus now is that you can add documents, which is freaking awesome. So just like basic level, ChatGPT and a lot of AI models will, if you ask them to write, they'll write things like this. In this engaging and educational video, the creator embarks on an innovative journey to design custom generative pre-trained transformers for unique daily tasks with a focus on creating a YouTube title generator. At the end, this episode is not just a technical demonstration, but also an exploration of the creative process in AI development. Like this, it's very cool that it can write this based on the information. That's not how I write. That's not how I want people to think I write. In an ideal world, this is something that writes a very good, if you're reading it, description, which for me generally is concise, to the point, not big blocks of text normally. So that's kind of what we'll start with. So if you use the create widget, you're going to get GPTs that are kind of like this. If you want to make them better, go into configure. Name is the name that pops up at the top in descriptions for humans, but the instructions are where it's super important. And this is the no-code way to really have an impact on how your GPT works and spits out stuff. So let's just say, this is one thing I like to do, your description wizard. And do you take a script, a video transcription, or description, those are funny words, and write amazing YouTube video descriptions for that video. I'm going to just take out, that's a little wordy. Avoids technical jargon unless necessary and ensures the descriptions are accessible to a broad audience. Let's just take out, including those new to GPT, balance between informative and engaging storytelling. I think that's kind of where it gets flowery. This engaging storytelling is, that is, I think how it makes such weird flowery language when provided with a transcript summary, highlight key moments and insights about the GPT creation process. So, since I'm kind of making this for a broader audience, I'm not going to actually say much about GPTs in it. Highlight key moments and insights about the video. It will ask for clarification needed, but is adept at using context and creativity. I don't think we need that. Tone is professional, so this is actually fun. So we'll put tone. I suggest putting line breaks in here, especially after last time. It can change how things work. GP's tone is professionally approachable, aligning with educational and innovative nature of the videos. So let's just take these three things. This is who you are, this is what you do, and this is how you do it. And we're going to expand those a little bit. So let's start here. You're a description wizard and you take a video transcription or description and write amazing YouTube. For that video, YouTube descriptions can be up to 8,000 characters long and are great for searchability. That's not even a word. Great for searchability and giving context on the video. One important thing is, what is it called where, let's see, I'm going to go use Prompt Perfect, another tool I created. Perfect. What are the video marks? Let's say time marks in the description of YouTube videos. You can see how good I am at using YouTube. There's those things where you put the actual timestamp in there and they can click it and it links to it. It's almost like a hyperlink. So what is the specific term? Timestamp indicator. Ooh, timestamps. Cool. So let's say one important thing you create are timestamps. Timestamps are markers placed description that allow viewers to jump to specific. These are formatted as hours minutes in the video. And when clicked, they automatically take the viewer to the time of the video. Sweet. So now that we have that, let's just see if it will write those in there. We'll go back to this, put that in, write a description. Let's see if just that basically, it will write it for that. Nice. Searching my knowledge. Here's a video description. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's a little different than this last one. But we're really looking for, just in this one, like, fuck all this stuff, the timestamps. Oh, yes. Testing, enhancing titles. Setting guidelines. So it's kind of doing it minute by minute, which is interesting. Ooh, all right, so let's just do a quick test. I'll pause it real quick. All right, we're back. I just wanted to pull up the YouTube video to look at some of these. So 18 character limit considerations. Let's take a look at that. Okay, nice. So that we're talking about characters there. Let's take a look at another one. Oops. Finalizing the name and description at 24. Yeah, finalizing the name and description. There we go. So it looks pretty good. I don't like that we are doing one every minute. So let's go back in here and say, you want the timestamps? You only need to make, let's just say, you don't need to write timestamps every minute, only on major actions or key themes. All right, let's try that again. It's also pretty cool that you can just say write a description and the model knows. So kind of the way GPTs work is these custom instructions are built into every prompt that goes in. So it takes the prompt that you write and it runs it under the guise of all of this. So if you just say write a description with it, it's not just getting write a description, it's getting write a description with this as the knowledge base it knows, and then it runs it through this and it says, you know, I take in a transcription and I write YouTube video descriptions. Interesting. So I think part of the problem might be that, let's go into downloads and let's just take a quick look at this guy. Okay. Our timestamps are at every minute in this description, which is probably why it's specifically doing that. I wonder if there's a way to change that. Time codes. Okay, what happens if we take out the time codes? Let's open it. Well, this is not as helpful. What if we did time codes at every 15 seconds? Let's see what happens if we put that in. Cool. Honestly, I might be able to not even have to prompt write a description. I might be able to just put in the file, which we can check. All right, so now we have timestamps for every 15 seconds. Let's see if it spits them out for every 15 seconds. The adventure begins. Yeah, it's still doing every minute, huh? Let's see if we can debug this. Also, let's see what... Oh, it still did every minute instead of every 15 seconds. So you can click this to stop. I thought we... Alright. Time code settings, paragraph break, sure. I don't know what any of those other things are. All right, so it's 15 seconds. Let's see, that should do it. Okay, nice. Let's try one more time. And let's see what happens if we just put in the script. Ooh, looks like it might be doing it. That's cool. That means if this works, yes, you could also just paste in the description or the actual, all the text instead of the file. You could just paste it in. Conceptualizing. Okay. Now we're going. I like that. That's a little better. And it doesn't have every minute. So let's take this for what it's worth. I think it's good. It seems to write pretty long descriptions. Let's do one more thing. Every description should have a information on what the video is about and what it explores. Timestamps should start with a placeholder link. I'm going to do this for myself. To the GPT created, information on what the video is about and what it explores, timestamps to important parts of the video, and encouragement to like and subscribe. All right, sweet. So let's see what that does now. If we add this in, bada bing, bada boom. How far are we in this video? 17 minutes, okay. This is why you'll probably find a lot of GPTs that are basic, really getting into the weeds and making something, placeholder for video link. That works, I think. Not really. See, we're focused on business. See, that's pretty good. This isn't exactly how I'd want to write it, and we'll do some changes or some updates for like actual, what am I trying to say? Tone, style, whatever. But this is the type of it, like I would like that information up front, then timestamps, and then we'll see if it spits out anything else at the end. We need to fix this a little bit. Actually, it's not that bad. But yeah, we'll leave that. So after this, check out the custom GP tool here, placeholder for the link. Nice. Like it, love it. So maybe have placeholder link to the project created. Okay, sweet. I like that. When a private transcript will highlight key moments and insights about the video to ask for clarification if needed. I actually don't even know if we need that. It feels like we covered almost all of that here. Let's see if that changes what happens. Every time you edit things in the instructions, it'll put up a new version in this preview. Hopefully we don't get rate limited on this. I didn't even think about that. You can get rate limited. Okay. Oh, nice. See, I wonder, so here's the video. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna pause. Perfect. All right, I just needed to go into my account and that was gonna be boring. Let's see what happens if we copy all of this. I just want to see what the styling looks like. So this is what I have now. Oh, it's 5,000 characters. Whoopsie. Well, I did nowhere near it. This is great. I think you always have to start at 0. So maybe we'll just put that in here as well. Cool. Where is that? Like it. So what I would probably do is take that out, put the link there. Project link, video overview. Join me on the first day of my exciting journey. I like it. It's pretty solid so far. I mean, it's not, there's a lot more space we could talk about, but in reality, like how much does the video explore? Do we need 5,000 characters? I don't think so. Just because you can doesn't mean you need to. So let's fuck around with style a little bit and tone. GPT's tone is a professional yet approachable, aligning with. So one fun thing that I like to do is find a type of writing, whether it's my own or somebody else's. So give me 1 second. All right, sweet. I've been doing a lot of pausing this time just because some of the searching isn't that fun. This is a guy who's writing, I think is really good for the internet. His name's Justin Welsh. He writes a lot of stuff about creating your own business, which is not what we write about. But I want to take one of his pieces and explore it a little bit. So I'm going to go back to Prompt Perfect and say, perfect. I've put a writing sample in triple quotes. Please describe style, tone, and structure for me in a way that allows me to recreate it via a prompt. One thing that's really cool is just telling, we're talking to a computer, so telling it that something's in triple quotes and we want it to do this to it helps. The way Prompt Perfect works is, if you type the word perfect in front of it, it sends it to Prompt Perfect, optimizes, adds context and detail, so it makes the prompt better, and then it returns an updated version of that prompt and then answers it directly in the GPT. It's just a quicker way to not have to write a very long prompt or think too much into it. I built it because people tend to use ChatGPT like it's Google. They don't add a lot of context and detail because they're used to having to go through a bunch of stuff. So this automatically adds it for you so you don't have to worry as much. It looks like it's taking a little bit longer than normal though. Let's pause real quick. All right, cool. I think because that was a little bit longer of a prompt it took. Please, my first line. Okay, it's taking a second. Give me. All right, there we go. There's been, OpenAI paused all new subscriptions to ChatGPT Plus 2 weeks ago because they've been having some performance issues. So sometimes things go really slow. This is going slow. But we can see here is where we start to get a description. It's a motivational and introspective style. That's slightly philosophical. Direct. Okay. Use a personal anecdote or choice. Nice. Employ simple, direct language with rhetorical questions. Structure the content in short, impactful segments and with a reflective note and a call to action for engagement. So let's go ahead and take this and go back to our GPT. So we say this GPT's tone is motivational and introspective. There we go. Motivational and introspective with a tone that is reflective, advisory, and slightly philosophical. It challenges common beliefs and urges readers to reconsider their normal beliefs and actions. Seems to go well. Style is conversational, personable, uses direct you to engage reader and record questions with thought. Language simple yet impactful, avoiding technical jargon and focusing on relatable concepts. The tone is reflective and advisory, aiming to inspire and guide rather than instruct. Sympathetic, suggesting understanding, offering an alternative perspective. Let's just take out that. Logical flow, starting with the product statement to grab attention, moving into a personal revelation. Oops, give me 1 second. All right, that was a delivery to the door. Let's continue. Logical flow. Into the content. Put around short, impactful sentence paragraphs, creating rhythm, emphasis, key points. Call to action for likes and subscribes. So we kind of already covered that. Let's see what happens now. Boom. Adding it in. Boom. Adding it in. Boom. Adding it in. Oh God, this is horrible. Today's journey begins with an exploration onto the realm. This is like the classic digital fingerprint of something that's AI written. A digital universe and realm. I mean, it writes realm way too much, which is funny. This looks good. I like all that. Effective, yeah, resonating with audiences. Dolly's misspelled, but that's fine. Enlightening, Jesus. So let's just take a few of the words we don't like, which are enlightening, digital universe, realm. So let's do, actually I wanted to try this. Talking about instincts. Instinctually, you do not use the words. And then there was one other thing I really liked from here. You always employ, let's say you always employ simple, direct language. You always employ simple, direct language. All right, I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch the whole spit out of this, and then we'll look over it. Sweet. So this is a lot better than the last one. Have you ever wondered about the power and potential of custom GPTs? I'm going to add in one more thing. Well, if we go through, timestamps are great. This video is not about building a tool, it's about challenging our perception of what AI can do and how it can simplify complex tasks. When used creative and become an extension of your creative thinking. I like a lot of this. So I'm just going to add one more thing. I use the words enlightening, digital universe, realm, or journey. Boom. Sweet. So let's get a new name. Effect. Simple. And creative names for an app that writes video descriptions. Offer some options. All right, cool. Here we go. Vid scripter, Descrivid, clip crafter, vidscriber, describe and video, Describio. Ooh, that just gave me an idea, which I like. Screen scribe, storyboard scripter. I like to use a lot of these for inspiration, but let's just go back in and we'll call you Describio. Perfect Give 10 different options for this sentence that are better. Let's see what happens there. Oop. Yes, there's a little bit of a miscommunication there. Let's craft detail YouTube show you these transcripts are concise overviews. Nice. Let's see. I like this. I'm not going to say I'm just going to take craft. Oh, fuck, that is not the first time that's happened. Let's go to explore. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's not in here. What the hell? Recently used? Yes, Describio, there we go. Configure. There we go. Describio. Craft detailed YouTube video descriptions using either transcripts or concise overviews. Like it, love it. Now let's get this logo going. Give me one second. Cool. Let's try and create a logo. So create a simple two-colored logo that uses clean lines and no text. It is for Describio. Let's see, just see what we get. So it should automatically use DALL-E. We'll see, it might use Prompt Perfect first as well. All right, so we actually have one here. It has words, I like that. Please edit out the words on that image. All right. Let's just do this then. Ah, shit. Fuck this. Let's go one more time and just see what happens. There's context to everything that's sent, so it might pick up a lot of this, but no, it's creating image. It's perfect. DALL-E integrated into all these GPTs is relatively new. Actually, we don't need it in ours, so if you go down here, we're not going to need DALL-E. Honestly, we don't need Code Interpreter. We could keep web browsing though, which I think is cool. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, so close. I'm just gonna download this and then create variations with no text for copy of this image. I'm relatively new to DALL-E. I used a lot of Midjourney in the past, so still figuring out the kinks. We're doing it live. See what happens here. Oh, every time. It actually has the right amount of things. All right, let's see what it looks like in here. Upload photo. Doesn't have EO on there. Create variations of this logo. This might actually give us a big square of different ones, and then if there's one we like, we can just ask it to create more of that one. All right, so I asked it for a simple icon version because I keep getting text on here, and it's not ideal because the text doesn't actually spell it the way I want it to. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do this guy. Boom. Describio. Craft detailed YouTube video descriptions using either transcripts, concise overview for the following script. Boom. I like it. So let's go ahead and save it and publish it. Describio. That looks legit. So this is kind of how it will work. I'm just going to make it public. We'll test it out and then we'll put the actual description it generates in the video from yesterday. I got an error saving GPT message, which is fun. Let's see if we can do it with only people with the link. I think there's something that's a bit buggy today. Oh, there we go. All right, Describio. So if we just put in that script from earlier, let's see what happens. I like the name Describio. It's clean. Oop, okay. So we're going straight into it with the timestamps. Kind of cool with it. Finalizing Titlecrafters presentation. One important thing to note is if you have typos in your script or description, it might actually reflect here. Request to create something unique, a custom for generating imagine power. Nice. I like this. So let's go ahead and take this. I don't mind the description, that one line at the top either. Boom, 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 boom. And then we actually need a link here. So let's go to Titlecrafter, copy link. And for my sake, I'm just going to put this at the top. Link to the project. Which it really doesn't like my links. It's a long story, but I'm going to change this to Dolly. Like it, love it. Boom. Let's see how that looks. Amazing. These work. 713, 713. Boom. That's great. And now it shows chapters in here, which is awesome. So that is about it for Describio today. I will put the link to it in the bottom of this video. Ideally, we'll be back here tomorrow making another one unless I get tied up or something. But yeah, if you watch this, I appreciate it. We'll see you next time.